Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm super excited to show you guys this 2021 Ford F-150 Lariat. And the reason why I'm super excited is because this is a Lariat that you don't see that often. And what I mean by that is normally when you see a Lariat F-150, it's like 60,000, 65, maybe if you're lucky 58, 59. Well, this Lariat has pretty much no options on it, and this one is right at 50,000. So some of you guys might want to consider getting a baser Lariat than getting like some fully loaded XLT, because those can get up to 55, 56 if you keep adding on options and four-wheel drive and FX4 and all that stuff. But some of you guys who want leather seats and cooled seats and the digital gauges and everything, you might want to spring for this one. So let's first start off in the front here. So we have LED headlights and LED fog lights. These are the reflector style headlights with just the standard bulb for the turn signal. And this turn signal right here is the only standard bulb on this entire truck, which is kind of strange, but that's just how they did it. Then you have the LED accent lighting there, and then the fog light will act as a turning light when you're turning at night, if you don't already have them on. You can see we have a chrome grille and a chrome bumper. Since it is a Lariat, it does have the kind of more squared off grille rather than the rounded one like the XLTs. Looking on the side here, this one is Oxford white, which is not my first color choice because just like those work trucks over there, that's pretty much the same color. It's work truck white, but it looks good when it's on a nicer truck. See, it says F-150 Lariat. It is a Lariat. And then it has this chrome accent right there. It does have a body colored mirror cap, which I like. I'm not a fan of having too much chrome. So when you get a base Lariat like this without like the chrome package and stuff, you do get body colored door handles and mirrors, which is pretty nice. So the only chrome you have to deal with is on the front and rear bumpers and the grille, and a few other little tiny places, but not as much as like a chrome package would have. It's keyless access with push button start. Looking at the taillights, one thing that's nice when you step up to a Lariat is that you get the all LED taillight assembly, because XLTs, no matter how you load it out, you can't get LED taillights. You do have a backup camera, and then you also have, standard on a Lariat, is this LED box light. So that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and open this up while we're back here, see what's going on. Okay, you can see it's dampened. That's nice. Doesn't have any pull out like step or anything like that. No bed liner on this specific one. The person who special ordered this one and backed out did not choose to get a bed liner. We have tie downs, we have LED box lighting, we have tie downs here, here, and then you also have this outlet back here. The payload on this specific truck is 1,622 pounds. I just realized I forgot to talk about the wheels. So we do have 18-inch wheels on this one. And these tires are definitely street tires. They're not like the most aggressive, cool looking tire, but these tires will definitely get really, really good gas mileage. And you can see no chrome exhaust pipe or anything like that. There's one last little look at the side. You can see there's no running boards, which gives it more ground clearance. But let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what we're working with. All right guys, this specific truck has the 2.7 liter twin turbo V6. It has 325 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. It's a very potent engine. It actually feels a lot stronger than you'd think. And I put down some notes right here in case you were curious how much extra it'd be for the other engine options. So to get a 5.0, it'd be $800 extra. To get the 3.5 turbo, it would be $1,400 extra. To get the power boost, it'd be $3,300 extra. And to get four-wheel drive, it'd be $3,925 extra. So if you guys want to get the powertrain you want and four-wheel drive, you do have to add on additional, but this one has the base powertrain and then two-wheel drive. And this truck actually has the extended range gas tank with 36 gallons. So this truck can go like over 800 miles on a gas tank if you get the highway mileage, which is extremely impressive. All right guys, let's go ahead and hop inside. Like I said, it does have smart key access, so you just open it up. See, the door panel here just looks like every other Lariat. It's nice and soft touch up here. It's soft touch right here. You have automatic up down for the driver and passenger. You have 3-person memory seats, and you also have auto folding mirrors. Looking at the seats, it is a 10-way power driver and passenger seat. It's a really nice leather. So if you want leather on your F-150, you have to step up to a Lariat. You can't get leather on an XLT. But if you want the factory quality, the factory good leather, then this base Lariat has it. Looking on the side over here, you can see we have the spotlights for the mirrors. We have the remote open for the trunk. This one does not have a power steering column, but you do have your headlights, fog lights, and then your power pedals. So that's kind of cool. You can adjust those. All right, it does have push button start. Go ahead and start it up there. There we go. All right guys, just move the truck over so that the sun's not in our eyes. So with the Lariat, you can see we have the nice digital gauge cluster. Looking at the steering wheel, it does have this nice smooth soft leather with this accent stitching on it. Feels really nice. You also have lane keep assist right here. This is to control your screen right there, so you can go through some settings. I'm not going to go through all these settings. I go through them in all my F-150 videos that have the big screen, so we'll just ignore that for now. But you do have some drive modes here, and I'll show you guys real quick. So we have normal, slippery, trail, and then on the other side we have tow haul, eco, and sport. So those are all your different drive modes. Looking over here in the center, we have the huge 12-inch display right here. It comes standard on a Lariat, of course. So you can do the split screen, you can have the radio, the navigation, all kinds of stuff you can do in here. Here's all the driver assist tech. You can see the lane keep, pre-collision, rear view camera, blind spot monitoring. Looking down from there, since this is a Lariat, you have ventilated seats. You cannot get that on an XLT. You have the dual zone automatic climate control. We have the fold flat gear shifter, which is a cool little touch. And you can open this up. You have 2 USBs in there, and there is a light. And if you open this, we do have a light in there as well, and a whole bunch of room. And let me know what you guys think of this interior. I mean, it's more unique than just having a black interior, but you can get tan or black, or you can get this medium slate gray, I think they call it. Looking up top here, you can see we have an automatic dimming rear view mirror. We have LED lighting. We have our sunglass holder. Just a regular dark gray colored headliner. This one also has the upgraded stereo, but it's not the Bang & Olufsen. So you can get a crappy stereo, you can get this stereo, you can get a Bang & Olufsen, or you can get a Bang & Olufsen Unleashed. So this has like the level 2 stereo. Glove box is normal with a light. This area is normal. Then we have the 12 volt right here, and then a home power outlet right here. All right guys, looking at the back seat, the back door has the same nice soft touch materials as the front. There's a tremendous amount of space. Then you do have a fold down armrest, which you cannot get on a XLT. So there's another benefit to going with a Lariat. You also have these nice rear AC vents. You have 2 USBs right there. You have a house power outlet, and then you also have a 12 volt. So they have you covered in the back. All right guys, now that we got the review of this truck over, let's go ahead and take it for a quick spin. And one thing I do notice right off the bat, compared to like the 4-wheel drive trucks and the STX 4-wheel drive and other stuff like that, this truck does feel kind of low to the ground. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually kind of nice. It feels like it's easier to manage when it's lower to the ground. But it does kind of have like a lower ride height, which you probably can fix with like leveling kits and upgraded wheels and tires, stuff like that. All right guys, turning up onto the street. One thing I'll say about all these new F-150s, the transmission is very smooth. It's really impressive with the way they tune the transmission in these. It's a lot better than it is in other cars, but the F-150 is really smooth. And then it does have the 2.7s. Let's just get on just a little bit here. Lots of torque with the 2.7, 400 pound-feet, and it comes on really low. So this truck will never necessarily feel sluggish. It'll always feel pretty fast with all that torque. I also like having that digital gauge cluster. Gives you something a little nicer to look at. Let's see how it handles this corner here. Okay, I mean obviously it drives like a truck, but you know, handles it pretty good. But when you think about it, this truck is a really good deal because 50 grand, you have a Lariat, so you're gonna have better resale value rather than if you were to get an XLT 302A, because it's still technically an XLT truck, which starts at like 30 or 38,000 or whatever it starts at. It's not, you know, a high-end truck like a Lariat. You have a lot more standard features. You have the cooled seats, you have the nicer rear taillights, you have the cool gauge cluster here, so you don't have to add on a bunch of like extra options to get stuff that the Lariat would come with standard. So I think that this is a really good truck, especially for the price. Now when you start getting a 502A and getting a bunch of options on it, it starts getting expensive, and then you need to decide whether you want to get a 502A Lariat or if you should get a Platinum. If I were to get an F-150 and I had around 50 grand to spend, I'd definitely get a base Lariat over like a highly optioned XLT. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this truck, and I'll see you guys in the next one.